Welcome to Get Biz, Do Biz, Get Pay. I am your host, Luan the Don. We're gonna find out what it really takes to win in the construction industry. What it really takes to make a lot of money, have a great life, and be able to do the thing that you wanted to do. Enjoy. First part of this sales training is going to be, teaching you guys how to close, right? Teaching you guys how to talk decks, how to set goals, pretty much how to make money. And then we're going to train backward. And then we can start learning about a little bit of the sales process along the way. Because from my experience, if you know all the process, you know how to do building the rapport, delivering the price and all of this, but you don't know how to get people over the line, you're not going to make anything. And I've seen a lot of people operate in that sense. They can talk deck, they can build rapport, they can make friends with everybody, but they don't have that tenacity to close people. We're going to do this a little bit backward. It's unlike any other sales training that you have ever attended, but we had great success with it this last year. I think so far this year, $1 million already this year. And that was just 2 sales guys. So the ceiling is unlimited. I'm not going to cap your bonus or anything like that. The goal for today is establishing your goals, your personal goals, and it has to be aligned with the company goal. Understand the company culture, how we operate, and how we present ourselves in the community. So me personally, back in the day, I know what goals is, but I didn't really know how to set them. I didn't really know how to measure them, and I didn't know how to set goal that is, a little bit out of my reach so I can grow better. So goal to me is something that you have a desire for an outcome, and then you set that goal. The goal that you set is to achieve this outcome. Whatever outcome that may be, you have to start with desire. And what does desire mean? You gotta want it. So for me, I see this a lot in people. You ever go around New Year resolution and right around November, December, and people say something like, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym next year. Hey, I'm gonna lose 30 pounds next year. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Not digging on Mike, that's 99% of people. I think that's to me, goal without a certain parameter. I call them wishy-washy. You don't really want it, right? So for goals to be successful, this goal SMART goal, and I think, I don't know, you know Tony Robbins he's one of the pioneers in self-improvement, things like that. So goal had to be SMART. So what is SMART goal? Anybody ever hear that? SMART, basically your goal had to be specific. What is it? I want to go to the gym. It's not really specific, is it? Yeah. When, right? So define a precise objective. So specific is maybe one of the sales goal that we set for, one of the production goal that we set for company this year, 12 million produced. So when I see that goal, there's a number tied to it. I mean, it's very black and white. Either you get 12 million or you don't. And the second is measurable. And Lance, you say something that is very true to the goal has to be measurable, right? So 12 million produced, but how are we going to measure it? So we're going to put in 12 million in 1 year. And this can break down in, I'm just, going to use round number. Here's $1 million per month. Break that down to 250K-ish a week. There's a saying that what get measured, get managed. So you measure something, you can manage it. So if, for me as a general manager, as a CEO of Deckro, if I don't make 250 grand a week produced, that's beyond sales, right? That get the sales in, get production, collect the cash. If I don't make this goal in a week, I'm behind, right? It doesn't really matter if I say 12 million produced. It doesn't really matter if I didn't get this number per week. And even break that down in days. That's 50K a day-ish. We gotta make 2 decks in a day. Now the goal is achievable, right? It's not 12 million. Hey, how can we get enough people in the organization to produce 50,000 a day-ish to get to our goal? Next one is, I go back and forth on this one, but it's called achievable. So what it means is, for example, I am right now 180, right? And I have maybe a 20-something body fat. I can't just go, hey, I want to compete in a strongman competition. You know, I want to be 280 old muscle by next year. That is what I call a stupid goal. That means unrealistic goal. And chances are when you set a goal like this, and you tell your subconsciously, you tell yourself that, okay, this is what I want to do, but in reality you can't do it, and then you give up. And then what happened then? You don't set any goal. You get bigger, you get fatter, whatever it is, because the goal is unrealistic. So now what is achievable? So this is what achievable mean. I am 180 right now. Okay, now I want to lose 20 pounds over a course of a quarter. Okay, so that's achievable, right? That's 6 pounds a month, 1.5 pounds a week. So I need to drop 1.5 pounds a week. So what's that calorie deficit? So that you do that, now it's attainable, 1.5 pounds a week. Now same thing for finance. Okay, if you used to make, like last year, if you sell, let's say $3 million, to me achievable is different, this is goal achievable is different for everybody. You know, it depends on your tolerance, risk, your skill, and all that stuff. So achievable is for you to know in your mindset. If you work here, I'm going to give you something that you might think is unachievable, but I think that you can achieve it. So this is more of like internally, we will always downsell ourselves. We will always think that we can't do it. We won't. It's too big. It's this and it's that. But achievable is basically, it just mean like, okay, you sell 3 million last year, you can't go out and sell 10 million. There's gonna be a gap that you have to fill. And that gap cannot be unrealistic. It can be stretched. So what I mean by stretch is, if your close rate is 25%, it can be, you can set your goal about 40, that's stretching it. But it's not unachievable. You know why? Because there's other people who already done it in the industry. So this one, I go back and forth on it. But if you set a goal that is beyond your imagination, you better have a way to achieve it. Otherwise, it's not a goal. It's just wishy-washy. It's just you wishing something that might happen. So the next one is relevant. This one's important. Without this, your goal won't matter. If it's not relevant, you don't want it. Why you want to make more money? Pretty much that's just the why behind the goal. Okay, so the last one, last but not least, is time bound. Yeah, you gotta have the end goal and end time. When are you gonna achieve it? Is it your lifetime goal? Or is it, hey, it's by 3 months from now, I have to be able to attain this skill? If you're missing any of these components, your goal is gonna be very hard to achieve. Specific, that's a general goal. So I want to lose weight. What the hell does that even mean? I want to make more money. What does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. It's just a statement that you say you want something. It's just a desire. But the specific is, hey, I am now making 80,000. I want to make 120,000 by next year, because that's goal specific. We can measure it. It's achievable. And it's relevant because, hey, money makes the world go round. You know, give you option, give you, things to choose from. You don't have to live in the hood, you don't have to ride a shitty car, all that shit. And it's time bound, it's by next year. So a SMART goal pretty much is that. But here's where people get tripped up. That one of the mistakes that I see a lot of entrepreneurs and actually a lot of people make is they make their goal revolve around money only, right? Money is important, but that should not be your only goal. And I don't want you to work at some place You work so hard, you focus so much on the money, but you neglect all the other pillars of your life. So the goal has to be in all 5 facets of your life. Because from my understanding is, yeah, there's a lot of people that are making a lot of money, but then they so focused on that part of the pillar of their life where they leave everything up to chances. Leave everything up to basically self-destruct itself. So there's 5 facets of your life that you can set your goal for. And you can also use SMART goal to do that. I like to use the 5 F. It's faith, family, finance, fitness. Last but not least is friendship. So when you look at it from this point of view, finance is only 1/5 of the equation. It's only 1/5 of what makes life whole. So you can use SMART goal to set goal for faith, goal for family, goal for finance, goal for fitness. As fitness and finance go hand in hand, and goal for friendship. What's one thing that's gonna change your faith? One thing that's gonna change your family? One thing that's gonna change your finance? And one thing that's gonna change your fitness? And one thing that's gonna improve your friendship. And follow this framework. It's specific, it's measurable, it's goal-attainable, relevant, and timestamp on it. And my recommendation is do not skip this part. This will define your whole year. Yeah, I think if we all have children here, that's they don't really care that how much money we make or how much we are to society. Like they care about the time that we spend with them. They care about not the time but the intentional time that we spend with them. Doing little stuff, sporting event, things like that. When I think about work and life and all that, there's no such thing I'll be honest, there's no such thing work-life balance. There's this thing called work-life harmony. So your work and your life have to intertwine in a sense that if you excel at work, that doesn't mean that all the other 4 facets of life had to, suffer. My belief is you can have it all. I don't care who you say, who you talk to, whatever, but here, we want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have a strong faith. I want you to have a strong family relationship. I want you to have a good body, or at least a healthy body. I want you to have a, good relationship outside work or inside work, or whatever it is that you choose, right? Because what I found is when you're fitness, you don't feel good, you don't do good. And when you and your wives are fighting at home, how are you going to go in and sell anything? So this role, the sales role, is very, very dependent on all the other facets of life that you have. Because when I manage sales guys, usually when they don't sell, it's never about the process. It's never about, the price too high. It's never about the customer. It's all about how all the other stuff are doing outside work. Because I know, because I've done it, if me and my wife are fighting, or if my kids are sick, or if something going on at home, I can't sell. Because I go into a sales appointment and my 80% is not there. I'm just making small talk. I'm not really engaging. I'm not really paying attention to 100% of the person right across from me. So basically, what I want to do is teach a holistic approach to how we set these goals and how we can intertwine that into all the facets of life so you can have a better quality of life. One of the coaches that I have, and it might sound kind of funny to you, but it's really, he set a reminder on his phone to text the top 5 person that is the most important to him every day. And whether that be his wife, his kid, his friend, and his pastor, or whoever it is, 5 people. And sometimes we think that relationship can grow out thin air. People must remember us because we're so cool and awesome, blah, blah, blah. But relationship have to be maintained, have to be managed. And when you dial into the SMART goal, it's like, okay, it sounds kind of, clunky. Hey, I got to make sure I talk to this person every day, and how we do that? Oh, we quantify it. Did you know that 98% of Americans only speak to their parents about 5 times a year? Because your kids go to college, right? They come home to 5 major holidays, right? And outside that, it's not really a true conversation. It's a text here and there. It's a quick phone call. Hey, Daddy, I'm out of money. Can you wire me some money, right? But that's good, man. So relationship had to be maintained and managed, and the grass grows where you water it. Going into this role, I don't want you to feel like that you got to get everything for this job. This job, if you know what to do and how to do it, you can work less than 30 hours and still make 150. It's one of those things that the amount of activity you put in is not equal to the result that you get. If you put in the wrong activity, if you do the wrong things, you're still gonna have subpar result, and that's how salespeople get fired. And you work in the car industry, there's guys that pull in 80 hours a week, still can't sell shit because they don't do what's uncomfortable is skill attainment, asking tough questions, overcoming objection, getting that one more sales. That's what this training is designed to do, so you can work less and make more, because I don't care if you work 30 hours and only run 10 appointments a week and sell 4 jobs, okay? Good, go take time with your family or whatever. That is pretty much the point of this training, is so you can be well equipped to at least take care of one pillar of your life, to where, okay, I really don't have to worry about the money anymore. Now I can focus on all the stuff that's gonna better my quality of life.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you find this episode helpful, or if it changed your life in a positive way in any manner, please share with another friend, tell another friend about this podcast. Again, thank you. Until next time.